Creating art has always been an escape for me, an escape from the hustle and bustle of city life. In this video, I'm going to show you how to paint a beachscape in acrylic using only a few tools and a limited palette. The reference I'm using is from a video still frame taken at Wellington Beach in Prince Edward County. It was a hot summer day and the waves were just so calming to watch. Even more fun was to see this dog happily jumping into the waves. After experimenting with different color combinations in my sketchbook, I finally found one that worked well for seascapes. Yellow ochre, Winsor blue, Naphthol red medium, and titanium white. To begin, let's cover the surface of the paper or canvas, whatever you're using, with a warm wash of yellow and red. Orange is the opposite of blue on the color wheel, so it will make the seascape pop. The easiest way to add depth to a painting is by dividing it into 3 planes or sections: foreground, middle ground, and background. Now I'm brushing on a mix of blue and white with a touch of red. Since the focus of this painting is a crashing wave, I'm not going to paint much cloud detail. It's easy to create color harmony with a limited palette, so it's definitely an asset to have only a few colors to work with, especially when painting new subjects. Observe the colors in your reference photo and just lay down whatever color you see. Don't worry about matching it precisely. There are a few more layers to come. Now, even though there is a distinct separation in the reference where the sky meets the water, I won't follow that. Instead, I'm going to blur that line by blending the 2 colors together. You can do this when the paint on your brush is almost dry. For this demo, I'm using a mixed media artboard, simply because I'm running out of space to store all my canvases. As I add each strip of color, I'm overlapping it with the previous one for a seamless look. Let's move on to marking the foam on the waves. At this point, use any color mixed with white and thinned with water. Glazing will create subtle marks that will set you up for brighter details ahead. Water is constantly moving, so wiggle the brush to create a series of dots and wavy lines. You can do so with a round brush or a bright brush. To sculpt the waves, paint a darker color under the foam. I'm using a darker shade of the colors I used in that area. I like the texture that a dry brush creates over a surface, especially paper. It's similar to the effect a palette knife creates. Light bouncing off water will create reflections, so be sure to add them where the crashing waves touch the surface. This will really bring your seascapes to life. Now it's time to add the final layer of highlights by gradually adding more white. Notice how quickly the waves pop? This beach had pebbles on the shore. Using a palette knife, I'm dabbing some paint over the area. If you realize that you spread the wrong color, don't worry. It's acrylics, so you can just paint over it. This looks a bit too bright, so I'll just water down a grayish color and glaze the area to make it recede. Finally, it's time for the best and most fun part, dabbing on the sea spray with a palette knife. Okay, so even after the sun went down, I sat there painting because I wasn't satisfied until I added that sweet dog jumping into the waves. Well, I hope you found this short video useful. If you have any questions about this tutorial, leave a comment and I'll answer it. Until next time, happy painting!